Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Mike, here we go. 120! That's what I do.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll get about 4 across the... ...30 to the 32.
Nice.
Michael Kendricks made the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 32-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
It's third down and 6.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Hey, 57.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Mike 56, right there, 56.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
You don't want no pressure on me.
Third and 4.
Here we go. 120.
On 3rd down, done. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Who that? Hey, Ford Tokyo. 56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Watch the screen. Mike 50.
On first down, it's done. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
I got it.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Hey, Steve 6, Steve 6. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
On second down, it's done. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Go. 180. I got him. Jim. Tyson. Check 15. Gray 15.
Shotgun now for Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal.
Check 99. Pilot 64. Weak. Man 5-7.
Working from the gun, Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. Squeeze double. You go track.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jared McKinnon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. Taking a shot for Samuel. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
On the ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Bravo!
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a second down coming up. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey, Charlie!
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. All day, dog. Check three. Check three. Check three. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Snap!
They'll look to throw here. And the pressure gets to him again. Derek Barnett in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long.
Third and long.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hey, shoot!
53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Check. 53's mic. Check.
Big grip. Big grip.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. On fourth down, on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. From From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the sled. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Sponge.
Back to throw here. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards.
And a 49er.
And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
49ers.
Ready?
53 is the mark.
Go.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And some room to roam now. Oh, good move at the 10. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Now, that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelm, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw is Wentz. Throws right side, and that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. On 1st down, Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle, into a double team, and it's intercepted. Cravon LeBlanc with a pick, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wentz, he'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Wentz again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
We got this. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Wahoo!
Push him back. Mike, 53.
Look at me. Door.
They'll throw now on the final play. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. He'll look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike.
Hey, let's go. Ready?
2nd and 11. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 49-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. 2nd and 2. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Come on, set.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here we go.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the... And this is caught. It's a gain of 35.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hold now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now it's Breida. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the Eagles' 33-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Breida, he'll try the right side. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Ready. 70, Indy. Snap.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Third and long.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, Alpha. Ready.
Looking to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Throwing now is Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Gold to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Big Andrew Billings there on the stop.
2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. This pass complete, Wentz to Ertz. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Wentz now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. And he comes back with one complete. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Here we go again.
Hey, kill. Hey, force, kill.
Again, it's Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30. 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Officially, that goes down as a kick return of 107 yards. What a run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Let's go. 2nd and 9 at the 39.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 39. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Wentz now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Eagles get a score closer.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's second and 8 at the 37.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Smooth.
He'll look to throw. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
High 7. Come. Sit.
They'll set up the throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down of the process. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Switch.
61, matchbox lights. Hard.
Come on, boy.
5.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Fair.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Hey, Sam off.
They run with Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now a toss play. It's Breida. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, let's get this.
Wins to throw again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
To throw is Wentz. And that will be incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Ready?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Come on, set. 15, Lonnie. 15 line.
Get in them holes.
They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year.
And it's 3rd down.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for San Francisco, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.